I think some of what we put through and suggested in the original SB 123, yes, some of that was included and brought over in this bill. I think the concern was some of the bipartisan efforts, at no fault of the existing chair in the House, some of those discussions stopped. Some of this got pushed far quicker when we had some more concerns and questions, and I think that's why we have these pieces in the implementer. That concerns me, that once again we're rushing legislation, and I repeat, that does not have any bearing on the good chair or vice chair in this chamber. I'm disappointed that we weren't able to work on this harder, more collectively and collaboratively as we had intended to from January on. I'm hoping that can change and be fixed for next year. The one piece I would have loved to have seen was an attempt at the gross receipts tax and removing that from the bill to actually have an impact on everyone's rates, much like we did the gas tax last year, right? We all have constituents who are having a hard time. We need to do the best we can. I think this bill does more 4 or 5 years down the road. I think some of the pieces that are in here will certainly help, but I don't think it gives us the pop and the impact that we had in Take Back Our Grid. I think this falls short of being a sequel. I think this falls short of expectations, and I am certainly disappointed with the final effort that we have. Do I think it will do some good? Yes. Do I think there's some bad stuff in there too? Yes. Do I think some of this is going to be a concern for our constituents down the road? Possibly. But it is most certainly going to be a huge impact on the EDCs, and I'm not here by any means to stand here in defense of any EDC, of any utility. I want to stand here for what is good, just, and right for the future, for the entire piece of this. I want to stand here in what's going to be best for the consumer, for the consistency, that we have no outages as best we can. We get to work on things when the storms come through. We hold people accountable. I think some of this is good work and good legislation, but I don't think it's enough for me personally to support the bill. And that says a lot, since I have pieces of it that I've personally drafted that I wanted to see go in this bill. And it's disappointing. That disappointment does not fall at all on my colleague down here across the aisle. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I look forward to listening to the rest of the debate on this.
Thank you, Representative.